Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Remember when you're done listening here to check out Whitney's The Reclaimed podcast. Again, that's The Reclaimed podcast by my illustrious co-host Whitney. You can get it wherever you prefer to get your podcast. Thank you, and let's get started. That's not my audio. Good morning, Whitney.
Hello.
How are you today? Okay. Every week we get the I'm here.
But it's getting progressively better.
That is true.
Better.
That is true. Welcome back, everyone, to the Problematic Podcast. We're so happy to have you. Season's greetings, because it's Christmas time.
Yay! Sparkly season.
People can't tell, but Whitney is waving her jazz fingers, and that excites me. That makes me very happy.
I like sparkly season.
So, tell me what you've been listening to this week.
I was prepared.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I was listening to old school Jack Johnson. His first, I think it was his first album, In Between Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
The whole album
Nice.
is like my favorite thing. I was also listening to this playlist. I wish people would just say what it is instead of putting soul in there. Like, you want to say Black people Christmas, like just go ahead and say Black people
Negro Christmas.
Negro Christmas. I was listening to Soul Christmas, mostly Donny Hathaway this Christmas because I hadn't heard it.
Okay.
And I'm like, it can't be Christmas until you hear
shake a hand, shake a hand.
That right there. And then I had everything pulled up and now it's gone.
Oh no.
I was listening to Khalid's newest project.
Yeah, I added them onto my list. I added him onto my list because of what you said last week. And
Scenic Drive.
Yes, really good. Really, really good.
And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, it's so aptly titled. Like,
yes,
you put this on and you go drive.
Yes.
Maybe you drive with somebody, maybe you drive alone.
Both work.
Yes.
Both of them work.
I feel it.
I'm here for it. Yeah, I checked him out after you mentioned him last week on what you've been listening to. And I was like, this is really good. I don't know how I missed this. Some of the standouts for me on that album were Retrograde with, what's the guy, Black or Six Lack, as y'all call him. I don't know if it's Black or Six Lack at this point.
It's Black, but y'all are shady.
Yeah, I like Retrograde with Black and Scenic Drive with Smino and Ari Lennox. Anything that has her in it is good, but I've actually over the last 2 years become a huge Smino fan, and I know a lot of people haven't really gotten into him yet. He's from St. Louis, and one of my followers on Facebook, Lynn, she's like from California. She shared a playlist and he was all over it, and I became a fan. I really became a fan. I like Smino, so that Khalid project was really, really good.
Yeah, and they're not pushing it. Like, I haven't heard anyone even really talk about it. I'm like, but this is really good. Like,
really good. Highly recommend listeners check out Khaled's Scenic Drive, The Tape. I think it's called. It's a really, really good.
Yeah, The Tape. Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody else for you?
That's it. It was a very chill week. Listening to a bunch of podcasts, ours.
Okay. And laughing at ourselves.
Laughing at how ridiculous we are.
We are ridiculous. So my what you've been listening to is actually a little longer than usual. So please bear with me. So a couple things. I'm all over the place here. Boom. Willow Smith, who doesn't go by Willow Smith anymore. She just goes by Willow. And I'm gonna respect it because she's a grown-ass woman now. So she's got the, what is it? Transparent Soul. I think that's the name of her new project. Okay, so I heard that song on the radio. It was like, caught a vibe. Baby, are you coming? I had no idea that was Willow. So I asked Siri, I'm like, Siri, who was this? And they said Willow. And I was like, oh, that's somebody new. Because I didn't see the Smith. So then I checked out the entire album. It is like the resurgence of punk rock, because we really haven't gotten really good punk rock in a while. Like, we had like that era where it's like Paramore, Disco, Avril Lavigne, and everybody was
you can
punk
keep
rock.
Avril Lavigne.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck Avril Lavigne, not a friend of the podcast. Because Whitney says
but to Panic hell, at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco and Paramore still faves of mine. But it's been a while since I've like checked out like a new punk rock act or artist. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Willow's most recent project is really good. Standouts on that album are The Transparent Soul and The Extra. That Caught a Vibe song is actually from her previous project, which came out last year. But The Transparent Soul is actually pretty good for anybody who's still interested in punk rock. She's got what's that guy? Travis Barker all over this album. And Avril Lavigne, who we don't like. She's on there too, but fuck her. We're not cool with Avril Lavigne.
You're allowed to like people that I don't like.
No, I am not. I am standing in solidarity. To hell with Avril Lavigne. She's done. She's off the list. Forget I ever mentioned her.
I'm very unforgiving about like how she treated her fans at one time.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
Child. It was like all over the place. And I wasn't a huge Avril fan to begin with, so I can't even cancel because I was never really subscribed.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm trying to think if Instagram was even out, or I saw it like on random MTV when MTV was still talking about music.
No, not MTV.
You remember those good old days? Yeah,
it was about music. I don't know. It's all
music television,
reality TV now.
Like, you remember? Anyway, anywho. She had like spat on like people were asking her for autographs or like saying hi, and she was either high or very drunk, and child, she would like spat on them. She called them the B word. She was like, she was just being just a total ass. And I'm like, anytime I see her now, I'm like, I still haven't heard about you apologizing to those people. I know it was like 15 years ago, but I still feel a way about that. You shouldn't treat people who like pay for your music
right
like
girl
that. You wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't
without
for them.
These people spending their money, girl. All right, well, like I said, fuck Avril Lavigne.
But that's me. That's just me. No,
it's us. It's the podcast. We don't bang with homegirl. She can go kick rocks.
Like that.
Willow likes her, and I like Willow, but
I like Willow. Yeah.
We'll pass on Avril. You know who else I really? Oh my god! So there's been a lot of good R&B over the last 2 years. We got Jasmine Sullivan and Ari is always putting out really good music, but Leon Bridges.
So I keep hearing about him, but I have not had a chance to sample.
All right, boom. So I am very much in the same boat you were in because I liked his first album, and then that song, what is it? Coming Home off his first album. I've been listening to a lot. Somehow it ended up on one of my Christmas mixes. The song is not about Christmas, but it's definitely got a Christmas vibe. And his first album was very much like doo-wop and all that jazz. So I know he came out with like the Gold Digger Sound album, I think back in November. And I was like, oh, okay, I added it to my library, but never got around to listening to the entire album. So I'm listening to my Christmas playlist and Leon Bridges songs comes up and I'm like, okay, boom, I have to check out this album, Whitney. It is so damn good. And he kind of stepped away from the doo-wop thing, but it's like actual R&B without all that trap soul music. Cause I understand like trap soul is like huge now. The R&B girls and the guys like 6 Lack or Black, whatever he going by this week, are into that. But it's like authentic. It's really good. It's a really good album. Standouts there. That's how you know it's good. I picked standouts just so I could tell y'all about it. Please, please, please check out the Gold Digger Sound project and check out Motorbike, Why Don't You Touch Me, and Magnolias. Those are like my 3 favorite songs on that project, and I've been playing them on repeat. They're like R&B playlist requirements. Love them. Love them. And of course, I'm still listening to Silk Sonic's album. And I don't think they've
Bruno Mars and the Pips.
You know what? Yes, Bruno Mars and the Pips.
Anderson .Paak and Mace.
Yes. Listen, I don't care what name they going by, but they definitely give me Bruno Mars and the Pip vibes. I need to I need them to announce a tour. Why haven't I would like to see Bruno Mars in the pits. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I want the brown suits. I want the orange backgrounds. I want the live band. I want the old school Temptation steps. I want 5 niggas sharing one mic. We deserve a live show.
And Bruno picking out that hair as much as he possibly can.
Listen, it's a lot going on with Bruno Mars with the 70s stash in the afro.
Having a great time with his fake fro and
don't you call his fro fake? I'm going to the concert.
To have an afro, you have to have some afro.
That's I'm not touching that. Not right now. It's problematic, but we're not getting into. We're not slandering Bruno. At least I'm not slandering.
I like Bruno Mars.
I love Bruno
Bruno
Mars.
Slander him. I will never slander him. Like I said, he is having a great time with or without us. He is having an awesome time. I will never slander him, but I will make fun of him.
Yeah. Wait, do you remember when everybody went to go see Black Panthers and Black people got really into the cosplay thing and they were wearing like dashikis and rural African?
You're talking about me.
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
Same. If you didn't go to see Black Panther in garb or dashiki, shame on you.
Yeah.
I feel like when Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak come out, don't you laugh. We need to show up at the concert in our best 70s gear. We need the afros. We need the bell bottoms.
Sunflower sunglasses.
Yes. Guys need to come out with their chest hairs out and a big ass medallion with the platform white boots. Cause I don't know. White boots must have been making a killing back then.
Can you imagine?
I can't. But I know that I'm going to grab some off Amazon when it's time to go to the Silk Sonic concert. You bet your damn ass I am. That's how we need to pull up to the Silk Sonic concerts. We need to show out like we did when Black Panther came out. We absolutely do.
Hilarious. And I'm gonna tell Emmy, I'm like, this is the R&B that we were listening to back in our day.
Back in our day.
I'm not telling her about so many other people.
Definitely our parents' R&B, but whatever. Bitch.
That has been the meme of the week.
Listen, if anyone who has ever dated a woman can relate to how he said this bitch, and I was absolutely there with him.
Anyone who's ever dated a man. Sometimes you look at him and be like, this bitch.
I totally relate, but when those concert tickets come out, I need us to show up like we showed up to Black Panther. We need to have our Silk Sonic bell bottoms, the medallions, the afros, the body count, and then we got to do Soul Train dances the whole time in the concert. Otherwise, it didn't happen. It's not real. Yes.
You know how fun of an event that would be? Like, how ridiculous would that be?
It would be awesome.
A Soul Train line.
I'm paying good money to be there.
Someone needs to record that.
I want to be in the number. I want to be there.
I still don't like people yet.
This is true. You
can go. Again, no. I will encourage you.
I'm going. I'm going to get 4 boosters and I'm pulling up to the Silk Sonic extravaganza.
Just go ahead and get poked.
No. This Omarion variant is complete sidebar, but like everybody's talking about the Omarion variant, and I saw an article the other day. It was like, no, that one's not even killing people. The Delta variant is still killing people. I'm like,
the Delta variant is the one that's killing people. The Omarion variant is milder. It's just more easily spread.
Right.
But it's like no one's dying from Omarion. Nobody. That's why we can laugh about it.
Y'all, please go get your boosters because I'm concerned with the holidays coming up and the numbers are back up. It's like no one's talking about it, but like the numbers are back up for hospitalizations like 40%. Public service announcement. Please go get your boosters. Please.
You're like the second person to tell me that today. So obviously, and it's 12:26. It must be a thing.
It is a thing.
Must need to go get that booster stat.
Yes. That's going to be one of the problematic things. The Delta variant still lingering around. Who's your problematic person of the week, Whitney?
Wait a minute, because thank you for that transition, because that goes into what I want to talk about.
Oh, I'm excited.
For all of you who keep wanting to associate this terrible, horrible, no good, very bad virus against, I'm sorry. I read children's books. every day. Like, of course I had to. Terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Shout out to Alexander, friend of the pod. For everyone who keeps lumping the Delta variant with the illustrious, the illuminated, the devastating Delta Sigma Theta sorority incorporated, I'm gonna fight you. Like, okay. and that's my first threat of the whole entire podcast. I will fight you. Stop it. Delta ain't killed nobody. Stop it. It's the variant. Everyone, settle down. Who else is problematic? I mean, Texas is always. Yo, wait.
What? Stop. Okay. All right. And we're on pause.
Friend, what is happening in California? Every story that I keep reading about racism keeps coming from California.
And usually California's Republicans are very quiet. I think it's because they're vastly outnumbered. They don't have anything to say. Like the conservatives in California kind of get what the fuck they get because they're over there. Like you're in California trying to be conservative. What are you doing? I don't know.
Why are you there? Why are you there? I have read, there was a bunch of different stories that I talked about on social media this week. But one of them was a family that had to completely whitewash their home. Have you heard this story?
Yes, I did see that. And they got like their home value, their appraisal went up $500,000.
$500,000. And I talked to my mother about this because she's a real estate agent. Fantastic real estate agent.
A really good one because she sells a house every 2.4 hours according to her Facebook page.
You wouldn't like, I'm sitting there, she was like on vacation with us, and she's like, yeah, we just had a closing. Mom
is out here rolling in the home sales,
rolling in the deep, just having a great time. But yeah, so there was that story. Then there was a story about a Black man in San Diego whose company blocked him from returning from work because of his locks.
Ridiculous.
In California. And then more than 200 cast members and thousands of guests pledged to boycott the Great Dickens Christmas Fair.
You gotta be
California because of racism.
Why are we doing this
in California?
I feel like even racists should take off for December. Isn't this the conservative month of glee and happiness? Your savior has risen and returned. No, not like
that's not this month.
No, I'm sorry, that's either March or April. But little baby Jesus in a manger with the wise man, like y'all should be very preoccupied with the story of the century, and here we are, nothing.
And y'all keep talking about like, this is a war on Christmas. Meanwhile, y'all keep posing in front of Christmas trees with your AK-40
with guns.
Nothing says warmth and season of giving like bullets.
Sawed-off shotguns.
What the hell is wrong with you weirdos? Y'all are strange.
I saw the appraisal news with the Black family whose house was vastly underappraised. I think that's how you say that. It's probably wrong. We're moving on.
It's a real word. I understood it.
I sat back and I thought about it. And here's my shout moment. I got a sermon for everybody.
Come on now.
Come on. Listen.
I love God.
God will use your enemies to bless you.
Listen.
Let me tell you what's fantastic. After the racists undervalued their home, they whitewashed it and got a higher value. Come on now, that's not the shout. Not only did they get an appraisal with an additional $500,000, come on somebody, but now they're gonna get a lawsuit settlement. If that don't make you want to run around and shout, what they use for evil, God used for their good. An extra $500,000.
I don't have a tambourine.
$500,000 value, and you about to come up on some money because racist was being racist. Let the Lord use you. Let the Lord use you. He will bless you when he need to, because racists didn't win this battle.
They didn't win this battle. They surely didn't.
Somebody.
Yeah, I'm usually yelling at like Texas or like Georgia or Florida, but here we are. I'm yelling at California. So yeah, California is my problematic person of the week.
California is being very strange today. But shout out to the family who whitewashed their home and got their appraisal up and now are definitely about to get some lawsuit or appraisal money. That is
for
the win. Let the Lord use you. Said the weapons will form.
It will not prosper.
But you're the one prospering. Come on, Cash. Come on,
somebody.
Come on, lawsuit.
So, what you got?
My problematic person. Jussie Smollet. We got to talk about
this. Don't do this.
We are talking about Jussie
Support Jussie
today because on Thursday.
Shout out to Journey.
Yeah, shout out to Journey, who was like my first crush. That's like a whole other thing. Mind your business. I've been gay a very long time.
You love light-skinned women. What is happening?
Just don't accuse me of that. That's not true.
Love light-skinned women, and you never learned.
Nothing can be.
I'm so glad you're engaged because you never learned. I keep telling you about them light-skinned women and being a light-skinned woman.
The fact that it's coming from a light-skinned woman is what makes it absolutely hilarious because you are absolutely yellow, ma'am.
Absolutely. Settle down. I am toasted almond. Thank you.
You a damn lie. You is inner cashew. You ain't no damn toasted almond. It's inner cashew. You got inside cashew color. You're not a toasted almond. No, darling.
I made a little baby that's a little peanut butter baby.
You do have a peanut butter baby, but you ain't no damn peanut butter baby. You ain't no damn toasted almond.
I've been inside for 2 years.
That is true, but I'm not gonna let you lie on this podcast. The shenanigans you tell.
Guys, write in. Tell me if I'm toasted almond. No,
yes, please.
Don't write that.
No, absolutely write in. The problematicpod@gmail.com. We're going to take a vote. We're going to do a Spotify survey. Spotifcast. Lord Jesus.
Spotifcast. That sounds good.
Spotify survey. The Spotifcast. But yeah, shout out to Journey. But Jussie Smollett, however we're saying it this week, was found guilty on 5 out of his 6 charges for felony disorderly conduct. I didn't even think that was a thing, but state by state, there's always something goofy going on. But yeah, he was found guilty, and I have so many. I could go on for days about this, but let me start with my first issue, which is I don't even understand how this went to trial. Not because I don't believe that the prosecutor should have picked it up. Prosecutors can push whatever narrative, whatever agenda they want to push. The defense attorneys.
How?
Now, I'm no attorney. I've never studied law. I don't understand how there's a process of discovery where one team says, this is what we got on you. The other team says, this is what we got on you. And typically you review the discovery and go, oh shit, they got us backed into a wall. This ain't for us. We're losing here. How the hell, after learning that the prosecutors have a video of you doing a dry run on your attack with 2 other Black men, did this go to trial?
Do what you have to do.
At some point, you take a plea, right? No, I just count your losses. You say, you know what? Busted. I fucked up. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasted a lot of police resources. I'll do some community service. I'll take some probation. What I'm not fitting to do is go to trial. I don't even understand how we got to trial. And then when I heard that he was taking the stand in his own defense. Jussie, what are we doing here? Like I know we can't live by court TV shows, but why are you on the stand? Why are we in court? Why didn't you take the plea deal in the first place? You on stand, and some of the details that came out, and I know Whitney said she hasn't really been following this case because she's smart and she didn't need to have her mind boggled with this foolishness. Jussie got on the stand and I'm sorry, Jussie. Mr. Smollet got on the stand and he said that this attack wasn't staged. He did, in fact, pay these gentlemen to offer, nutrition and personal training. and he had no idea they were behind it. But where it got spicy and interesting, and I knew this shit was coming as a member of the LGBTQIA, I just saw it coming down the pike. He accused one of the brothers of he said they met in a club, both found out they were a part of Empire, went to a bathhouse, did drugs together, and then engaged in some sort of sexual act, mutual masturbation. I don't know. Now, the first thing that struck me is like, damn, we still have bathhouses? Like, it's 2021. Like, do we even still need bathhouses? But
why do we have these things?
I know what they were originally used for. I just feel like in 2021, you don't need to go to a bathhouse or like a designated safe sex space because there's like a whole internet, and hotels let anybody in nowadays. But that's neither here nor there. I was like, I knew this shit was coming. Were you kissing this man in the mouth and then paid him to assault you, and then it turned like, because the guys turned on him, or I won't say turned on him. The guys were like, listen, what we ain't doing is going to jail. They called us dead to rights. They got us on video. Yes, we attacked you. We're sorry. They admitted that they were paid to attack him. He was like, no, we weren't. I didn't pay them, and I kissed him. I was like, you know what? This is too much for my black ass. I just don't.
Too much information. I didn't really want to know any of this.
I'll spend the rest of my black ass life trying to understand how this even went to court. He hasn't been sentenced yet. He may or may not do jail time. Most experts are saying he's not going to do jail time because of this. It's like under normal statutes, it would be a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct. But I clearly feel like people are mad at him. Like, you lied. One, you lied. Two, who is running around Chicago in MAGA hats? Have you been to Chicago? I spent a lot of time in Chicago.
I don't think that anyone is running around Chicago in a MAGA hat.
Listen, nobody's running around Chicago, and especially certain parts of Chicago. You can't wear red in certain parts of Chicago without it being dangerous. That's no slight to Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. My daddy's from Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago.
Spent a lot of time growing up out there, but
never been.
What?
I heard I have to go in the summertime.
Yeah, listen, I don't even visit my father, my sister, my stepmom. I don't visit anytime after Halloween. It's way too cold out there.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested in cold at all, but I will come in the summertime.
I remember I went out there like on a college visit, like on a break. It might have been fall break. And I had like a bubble coat, like a long bubble coat. And I got to my dad's and he was like, that coat is not enough. My dad brought me another coat as soon as I landed. He picked me up from the airport and was like, that ain't it, sis. And I was like, damn, I thought I was flying my big bubble coat. And he was like, that's not enough for Chicago cold. And he was right, because the cold ripped my poor little coat in half, just violated my coat. I was proud of that coat. That was my freshman year of college. That was the first coat I ever bought on my own. And the coat was like, fuck you and your coat. It was so damn cold out there.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not even joking. Like, true story. Would not visit July, August.
I have zero plans to visit any time that is not warm.
Yeah, I would not recommend that. In Toronto, I did not know. I guess I should have known because
it's Canada. Does their money really smell like maple?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, someone told me that they have like sweet smelling money, and I was so excited.
Maybe when it's first minted, but after it's been in people's back pockets and
never mind. I want to put my nose on that. Never mind.
No, would not.
No, someone told me that they have money that smells like maple. And I'm like, look at the Canadians. It's like America Light. It's like we're kind of racist, but we'll give you some syrup.
They're definitely racist. Definitely racist. But
can you imagine the Mountie pulling you over?
No. I don't want no smoke or no problems.
Listen, I would take a picture with them. I'm like, I'm sorry. I know you're getting ready to give me a ticket, but can we just take a picture? This is cool. As an American who usually hates law enforcement. Shout out to law enforcement.
No, not shout out to law enforcement.
Because there's some great people in law enforcement.
There are some great people. Yeah, there are some great people, but law enforcement as a whole got to get its shit together. But
Yeah.
We're
I just
gonna
heard
move
a
right
whole
on for
report.
that. Go ahead.
I heard a whole report about the LAPD getting caught exchanging homophobic, anti-Semitic, racist, misogynist text message for like decade. Like,
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, it looks unsurprised. And I'm
Look,
like,
do I look shocked right now? Y'all can't see me, but Whitney can.
None of us are surprised about that.
Not shocked.
This is not news.
That is not news. Thank you for telling us. Water's wet, the sky is blue, shoes go on your feet.
Thank you for telling us that. Like, it's like Captain Obvious.
I don't understand it. Law enforcement problematic. Jussie Smollet and his defense attorneys problematic. The state of California, don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
I don't understand why the whole state.
The whole state.
The whole state. Like, it was like a whole week. And the story I just shared, LAPD.
What are we doing?
California, y'all okay?
No, clearly not. Something weird is going on in the border over there.
We are recording from Pennsylvania, so I understand.
We are Pennsylvania. It
is Pennsylvania. Shout out to Philadelphia and Pittsburgh for holding down the entire damn state, because otherwise.
I'm going to say this, and I have a lot of friends in Pittsburgh. I went to school in the Pittsburgh area. You're never going to hear a shout out to Pittsburgh out of me, because Pittsburgh might be the most racist city I've ever spent more than a day in, out like above the Mason-Dixon line. I swear, like, people think Boston is bad. I've had more racial incidents or more displeasing encounters in Pittsburgh than anywhere in the country. And I've spent time in Boston. My family's from North Carolina. I've spent time in Alabama over the last 5 years. And yeah, Pittsburgh is just like, it's a very, very segregated town. Like, Philadelphia is segregated, but in a very different way. It's like a cultural segregation. Yeah, Pittsburgh is very segregated and very white. And not to say that all people from Pittsburgh are bad. I have a lot of friends from that area, but I have just, like, the racism that I've encountered out there is just wild and blatant. Like, I can't believe you people still act like this.
That's very interesting.
Oh, and the rebel flag flies with those people.
Oh, in Pittsburgh?
In Pittsburgh!
Union. You ignorant bastards. Like, you even know.
My hand to God. Statistically,
spit on your family's graves. Why don't you? Spit on your family's graves.
I've seen more rebel flags in Butler and Allegheny County, and Pittsburgh is in Allegheny County. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. Than I've ever seen in the South. My mama lived in Georgia. I've spent a lot of time there in the last 5 years. More there than I've ever seen in any other state.
Well, let me correct myself and say shout out to Philadelphia. Damn it.
I don't think I've ever seen a Confederate flag in the city of Philadelphia.
I've seen one, but the person was very, very disrespected.
Oh,
the person who was like,
"Oh, I bet you can't come through here with that foolishness." Because
did you see the Patriot Front?
Card. No, I did not. I did not.
All right, I think they're called the Patriot Front. Hold on, wait. It's a bunch of white boys wearing Costco uniforms with the white.
Oh yeah, they were in DC. I did. So
they showed up to DC, and the worst they got was like people like cussing at them. They showed up to Philly, and people were throwing trash cans at them.
Whole garbage cans, you bitches. Absolutely, it's just some stuff you cannot do here. Take it somewhere else.
Get out of here. No, but it was like white people. Get out of here.
I will never forget the meme. It was like, you cannot play around in Philadelphia. Like, our mascots are just critters who shove people. Like, it's not the town for that. Yeah, it's not Philly. No. It's bad. It is bad. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun in Pittsburgh. I know a lot of great people out there, but I have never seen such blatant racism in the North in my entire life.
It's just the stupidest thing. Like, y'all do know you live in Pennsylvania.
Nah, I don't think so.
One of the blazing stars of the Union. Yeah, and you're flying the rebel flag. Ignorant bastards.
I hate to say it like this. Like, the black parts of Pittsburgh are super cool, but if you wander into like the white parts of the city or even like the surrounding counties, it absolutely feels like it's just East Ohio. That's what it feels like. Because they're that close. It just feels like East Ohio, Northwest Virginia, Northwest Kentucky.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Y'all can keep that.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. My last problematic demographic.
The whole demographic.
Gen Z, the longer I live on the planet with you guys.
Leave them alone. Leave those children alone. Shout out to Gen Z. Leave them alone. What did they do now?
So there's this TikTok trend. Now, we've pranked our parents. That's no new thing. But the people who are pranking their grandparents to like upset them, I saw a TikTok of this young man, or it was a video. I don't know. I can't keep up with the apps. He wanted to test his Black grandma. So he decided he was going to stand up with his feet attached to his leg and jump up and down on his grandma's couch and record the response. And this sweet little old Black woman went from usher at the church to cussing. I never heard a grandma cuss so much in this video. He was trying to tell her, like, yo,
had a phone.
Right.
You wouldn't have a phone.
It's a joke, grandma. He went to hug his grandma, and she was like, don't come at me with that hug shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jumping on my goddamn couch.
The ultimate disrespect. How dare you?
This is the difference between Gen Z and millennials, because we would never even think to prank our not like that. You gonna jump up and down on your grandma's furniture?
Prank you and like something sweet, something funny, like a cute little surprise of some sort that you will enjoy. Now, I'm not gonna put my feet on your couch.
My grandma used to shoot people. I don't want anybody to ever think that Pearl was a game. She was not fucking around.
Shout out to Pearl.
Why would you put your feet on your Black grandma's couch and jump up and down?
Can I this is why y'all need to be more culturally sound. See, y'all saw all these white people messing with their white grandparents, and their white grandparents probably like took it on the chin, chuckled a bit, like, ooh, and it was like fine, right? Y'all are not culturally sound. These people have been through stuff, okay?
Right.
They have worked hard to get their things. They have worked hard to even survive to the twilight of their days. How dare you young Black punk, decide to put your nasty troll-like feet all over this ancient, wonderful woman's possessions? How dare you? How dare you? From the diaspora, how dare you? Like, what were you thinking? The ancestors are not pleased, and neither are the people who are currently here. How dare you?
Oh,
y'all been hanging out with the white people too long. Y'all thought it was gonna be sweet. You thought it was gonna be something small, and now you got this sweet, sweet woman who will probably bake you cookies in a heartbeat, or probably like make sure you're taken care of. And now you got her cussing on the internet. No, you wouldn't have a phone.
Quote from the video: "Fuck a hug, bitch," because that's what she said to her grandson when he tried to hug her after he was like,
well, she does know how to. She does know how to cuss. Okay.
And he like leaned in and she like jumped at him, and he jumped back and went behind the couch. And he should have, because y'all playing with the wrong damn people. What you not gonna do is keep disrespecting our seasoned saints. I never heard so much cussing in my whole life. It was hilarious. Please stop. African American children, I'd greatly appreciate it if y'all just left this trend alone.
Leave them alone.
I don't want to see y'all grandmas cussing on the internet. Although I was hollering when I was watching the video. It was hilarious because I just thought she was going to shoot him. I thought violence was going to fall upon this young man. Maybe she knew she was on camera and that's why she didn't hurt him.
Well, listen, like I said, he wouldn't have a phone anymore. I'm like, oh, you think you're cute with all your little videos. Guess what? You ain't got no phone. You ain't got no videos. You ain't got no account. Because listen, as there has to be a parent in between these two. Right?
Gotta be.
So if I find out that you were treating my mother,
you were stepping on my mama.
You ain't got no phone. You ain't got no videos. You don't have an account. I wiped your whole phone. Now what? Right.
I can hear my mama and my grandmama screaming, feet were made for the floor as they stripped away all of my civil liberties. I don't understand these new kids. Civil liberties.
And your ass is about to be on the floor too.
Hello? I don't get to sleep in a bed or none of that. Since I don't know how to treat stuff, I won't put my feet on stuff. I'll come home to no pillows. You can't.
Listen, no light bulbs in your room.
Listen.
All the outlets blocked.
I don't understand. Can't make it make sense to me. I do not understand it. It's crazy. I want that trend to end immediately. Please don't be punking the ushers and your good grandmas. The very few that we have left. The very few that we have left who got peppermints in their bag. Leave them ladies alone.
And them strawberry candies, leave those people alone. They always got tissues. Leave them alone.
Somebody lied to me because everybody says you can buy those candies at the dollar store. And I've looked, not at the dollar store. Checked, and I can't find them.
Wegmans.
Wegmans.
You gotta go to the candy aisle. They have them all like in that little candy turn thing. And so you open it up, you can scoop them out.
Wegmans. My black ass hates pretentious things. Every time I go to Wegmans, there is a Bentley parked in the parking lot. I don't want to buy groceries. Really? I swear. I asked a guy one time what he did for a living. He had on sweatpants and a Philly shirt and a baseball hat. He drop top Bentley. He's getting out of his car. I ran into him going in. I ran into him coming out. And I was like, what do you do for a living? He was like, I used to be a very successful lawyer. Now I'm retired. This man looked all of 37 and he was retired. I don't need to shop in a place where there are Bentleys in the parking lot. That's not yet.
That bad. I enjoy Wegmans.
Okay.
This is not a commercial for Wegmans, but Wegmans
sounds like
your sponsor.
Hey, Wegmans. I love Wegmans. As a matter of fact, Wegmans, if you're interested in sponsoring this podcast, you give us a call. theproblematicpod@gmail.com. We're here. Reach out to us. Don't hesitate.
Please, absolutely, Wegmans.
Wegmans, we are here and we are willing to plug you every episode. Call us.
Listen, I will find a way to embed Wegmans into our conversation.
We will make it happen every single week, Wegmans. I'm going to hashtag Wegmans and at them on the Twitter. Call us. We're interested.
I will retweet it. Wegmans, come on. But yes, Wegmans has the candy. What was I getting ready to say? No, y'all are disrespectful little children. That's not okay. Like I'm always down to defend Gen Z because they came out the gate with,
they wanted all the
capitalism.
Smoke. Yes.
Forget all this, forget all that. And I was sitting there just like, yes, children.
They came out, was like, racism is corny as fuck. Who's even still doing that? I was like, amen.
Let's just clean this up.
They're trying to save the planet.
Battered. Us weary, battered millennials were sitting there like we just looked up from the ground like there's others.
Right, because we don't have no fight left in us. We still trying to figure out how student loans got a chokehold on this community.
Like people don't even have families and children because of student loans. But it's our fault for having avocado toast and the occasional like warm drink. God forbid we have some joy in this miserable life that you guys have lied to us about, telling us if you go to school and get a good job. No, there were no good jobs when we got out of school.
Lies.
You know, we graduated with a paper and debt.
And a lot of debt and a collapsing housing market if you graduated around the time
we live with roommates. We live with roommates.
Not roommates. No,
I live with my husband now. But
the concept of roommates is a wild concept, though. When you like awful. Actually break it down and awful. Think about it, like you're told year after year after year growing up, you do not get in a car with strangers, but you can absolutely get into an apartment with one. Like, what
absolutely
is happening?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me. And now we get in the car. We call a stranger to come pick us up from places and take us to our homes.
We don't listen, and that's our problem. We are the hard-headed. We didn't prank our old grandmas though.
No, we were a different type of hard-headed.
It's just something like, fine,
I'll just make my own job.
Yeah, you don't do certain things to old Black women. Like older Black women need to be protected. They deserve all of the peace in the world. You do not put your damn feet on
take out her trash.
Right.
Go do something that's too heavy for her to do. She better never have to clean no dish.
Ever.
She better never have to sweep no floor.
Ever.
No, them baseboards better be sparkling. Listen,
that woman. I don't ever want to hear of a Black woman bending down to clean her own baseboards. What is that?
Nope, she don't have to do nothing. Let her sit on her couch, watch The Price is Right and whatever her daily show is that she wants to enjoy. Drink her ginger ale with
an R. Ginger ale. Yes. Oh my God.
Peace. Leave her alone. Ginger ale.
I am done. I got a concept. This is a complete sidebar, but I was thinking about this last night. And
the whole show is a sidebar. We were talking about Jussie Smollet.
I've got a brilliant concept. All right, follow me here, okay?
This is going with you.
Next year, I am going to release a holiday mixtape. And I would like you to be featured on my holiday mixtape. Yes, please. No, please. I even got some songs. I'm going to have a song called Coquito because everybody likes Coquito. Everybody.
That's going to be like banger.
It is. No, you're laughing, but it is going to be a club banger. Stop laughing. Banger. I hate the fact that you always do this to me. It's going to be a club banger.
I'm encouraging you.
Okay, boom. So the title track of the mixtape is going to be Coquito, and it's going to be a song about, you guessed it, Coquito. And then I'm going to have a song called Mimosa Brunch because everybody our age loves mimosa brunches.
Absolutely.
It's going to be another song called Dashing Through the Mall. But it's actually but it's actually going to be about Amazon. You see? See, you're following me. It's definitely going to be catered towards the 35 to 45 generation.
This is you've been listening to those trap Christmas songs again, haven't
you? Yes, but I feel like
you want to do this.
I want to make a trap Christmas mixtape for women of a certain age, like the wives who hide their Amazon packages from their husbands.
Can I talk about that?
Oh, you absolutely can. Go for it. Can
I say that I am so frustrated that y'all are in relationships where you have to hide your purchases unless it's a surprise. Like, obviously, if it's a surprise, hide it. You don't want, you don't want to ruin the surprise. But if you're hiding your purchases from your partner, do you know that is financial
infidelity? It's got a name. Financial infidelity.
Like, do you know that you are? Don't do that. Don't do that to him. Like,
you should.
Y'all need to. We keep ending up at the same point. And here's the problem with everybody. Y'all don't talk to each other. Y'all need to talk to each other more. Sit down and have conversations about stuff. It's okay. It's okay to say the hard thing. It's okay to say the quiet part out loud sometimes. Sometimes. Not in all cases.
I know this ain't gonna get no amens. It ain't gonna get no amens because
nobody likes me. Nobody likes me.
No, we love you. I guarantee you.
I'm tired of people.
There's a type of woman that hides their Amazon packages. And while they may be our target audience, they have no inclination to change the pattern that they've been living.
Please don't do this, y'all. Please don't do this. I'm getting ready to finish shopping because I waited till the exact last minute to do all my Christmas stuff. Well, to be fair, it's been a very busy few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it has been.
It's been a very busy few weeks.
I haven't gotten my mom's gift yet, but I got my last Christmas gift besides my mom's today, so that's all said and done, and I feel good about that. I feel like
I don't know what to get my 1-year-old because she just had a birthday. And this is going to be the struggle for the rest
of her life. I mean, and she's not even
life. Yeah,
she's not even old enough to tell you what she wants yet.
She doesn't care. She's still opening up birthday presents.
Because she's famous, like her mother. She's a celebrity.
Settle down. No, she's still opening up her birthday presents because we're opening up one a week, and then she gets to of the stuff that she didn't get a chance to open. Like she got a bunch of clothes, so she doesn't care about that. But like as far as toys, like I don't want to overload her with like too many toys, and we cycle out toys. And so she's getting to the age where certain things are going to be too babyish for her, and she's got not one, not two, but 4 new cousins coming next year.
That is a blessing. I'm here for
4 new cousins.
Babies need cousins.
Yes.
Kids need cousins. Yes. Adults need cousins. I feel like if y'all had more cousins, y'all would.
Shout out to cousins.
Y'all need more cousins, and then you'd be less problematic.
Shout out to cousins. The cousins that'll take like pull you aside, be like, yo, you want to go sit outside real quick, like at the family function, or like the cousin that you pull up and they get ready to go, they see you and they stay an extra hour because they like you.
Right. Y'all need more of
cousins.
That. Y'all be in less trouble if you had more cousins.
Especially big cousins. Big cousins always look out.
They do. And
big cousins.
Y'all are not reaping the benefits of your cousins. Y'all be too busy beefing with y'all cousins. I don't understand that.
I like my cousins. I have a on both sides of the family. I have a herd of like great cousins.
Herd of cousins.
Like they're all so dope. Like on my mom's side, like I know my mom's side's. Why is that in every family that people know their mom's side of the family better than they know their dad's side of the family?
Because dads don't. I'm not.
Why are we like that?
I don't feel that men feel the obligation to cultivate familial relationships. They be like, here, y'all got some cousins. Y'all figure out what kind of relationships y'all gonna have with them. You remember like when you were little and your mom be like, you going to see your cousins today, like facilitating the excitement of dads don't do shit.
I've done that.
Right. Like, hey, dads can't be bothered. Dads be mad that it's 8 extra kids at their house. Like, I got to keep all of these little people alive because today is the house where all the cousins show up. Dads don't be wanting to do that. They can't be bothered. And I don't blame them because I very much have dad energy. I want the dad energy. I don't want more than 3 kids that I got to be responsible for more than an hour.
You know what?
That's a lot.
As an uncle, you're doing a really good job, like checking in on the kids. You at least check in on them and make sure they're doing well. Send the occasional book. Like, I like it.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I definitely don't want to be the house where the cousins congregate. Oh my God, I'm part of the problem. I'm out here dragging people, and I'm the problem.
And you are part of the problem.
Damn.
But yeah, like I don't know my dad's side as well, but the cousins that I do know over there, chef's kiss. My mom's side, the cousins that I have over there, chef's kiss. They're dope. I'm very, very excited to have all of these people. Like, and cousins are amazing. It's just like, oh yeah, you're in my generation, sort of. That's cool.
Yeah, you got
to talk about things.
You got the dope aunt energy. I can see you being yes, you do. Like, I can see the cousins.
I gotta ask my nieces and nephews.
Oh, your nieces love you. I've met your nieces and they think you're cool as hell.
Shout out to the kids. Because I don't know. I'm not trying to get beat up by nobody. But the oldest,
please don't.
She has no idea what I do for work.
You didn't tell her that you're a celebrity? You got a whole...
I'm not a celebrity.
You are a celebrity. You're famous.
So she got weirded out because I joined TikTok to follow her to make sure like she's okay. Like,
you're
make sure like nobody's bullying her.
You're a narc.
I did. And I had no intent upon doing anything. And I started having my own fun with my own videos and stuff like that. And she's cool enough. Like she knows that,
auntie.
She knows. But then I started getting a following. And so the very next day after like my account hit something like 200,000 people, she was like, Ani, what is it that you do? What do you do?
Your aunt is a celebrity, baby. That's why all these people are following her. Whitney is TikTok.
I'm not.
Internet.
No.
Like all of the fame, all the type of fame that you can have.
I'm not. Please don't believe anything that Marita Richardson is saying about me. Please, thank you.
My whole government, just throw it on out there.
Don't
such
believe
a cop.
Anything that Marita is saying.
It's true.
You're a famous cop.
You are a famous cop. You're a celebrity cop. You are like Olivia Benson. You're a famous cop. I mean, everybody loves Benson.
It's like Benson.
We love
SVU has been around forever, and like
my damn life
is still going.
Yes, and shows like I ain't heard it stopping anytime soon. So here we are.
No, they're now combining it with like because Stabler came back.
Oh God.
Stabler's back.
You know what I think is hilarious? It just shows the difference in the times because remember Stabler used to like go off and beat everybody's ass in the interrogation
everybody
room.
Up, just beat them up.
And I like how they had to allude to that in the first episode. It's like now America has taken this stance where it's like police brutality is not okay, Stabler.
It's never been okay, but all right, sure.
The shit that you used to do on this show because Stabler used to just beat the snot out of
and beat them.
You say the wrong thing and you caught Stabler's hands. And I love the fact that they at least addressed that, because he very much had a reputation for being the person who puts their hands on people. And now we're like, in 2021, we don't believe in police brutality.
I mean, we never did, but
yeah, I mean, but it happened, and he was a perpetrator of the brutality.
A certain section of the community has joined up with the rest of us by saying that police brutality is wrong. They used to enjoy that propaganda, and that's why
not propaganda.
It is propaganda.
It's propaganda.
It is propaganda. That's why I can't watch it anymore. I'd be so sad. I'm like, oh, I used to love all these shows. It was like Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, SVU, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I never watched Cops because I couldn't stand the visceral feelings I was getting in my body with
people being taken to the ground and dogs barking and snarling at them.
And I'm like, we've watched this show for 30 years. We've been indoctrinated with cops just being okay with just beating people. We're okay with that.
Yeah, basically.
You were weird.
The propaganda was real. You've brought my attention to something that I didn't even realize that was like, we have been watching this for decades, and now we're all like, fuck the police.
It's dramatized, right?
Yeah.
No, I saw a meme. I saw a meme that someone posted. It was like they were talking to like their nephew, and their nephew was like, yeah, I'm going to just jump to 14 because he was turning to not 14, sorry. He said, I'm just going to jump to 13 because fuck 12.
We do not.
First of all, you don't cuss. Baby, don't cuss. But secondly, I'm glad that you trusted me with that information.
Baby, don't cuss. We're not turning 12 because fuck the police.
That's like, wow, children.
These kids are very, very aware. Like, I feel like our heads were on completely different things. We weren't inundated by the internet. We had Pokemon cards. We played double dutch. We ran outside.
Pogs. You remember Pogs?
Yes, I remember Pogs. We had things to
books of Pogs.
We had other things to do, but these kids are on it. They are trying to save the planet in police brutality, but also prank their grandmas. You know, you want to celebrate a generation, and then here they come with their foolishness.
And Tide Pods. I will never get over you guys eating the damn
Tide
Pods.
I'm never going to get over kids who were eating Tide Pods a few years ago are trying to run the nation now. And you know what? That's hilarious, but also scary.
That's frightening. It's frightening.
The kids who eat soap want to save the world now. I don't know.
It's the chemicals. I don't know.
Now they have locks on Tide Pods. I'm grown and can't even get into the damn Tide Pods because it's got a zipper, a combinational. It's all very exhausting. It's exhausting. It's tiring.
I'm weary.
You're same.
I'm too old for this.
You're not the only one. You're not alone. That's why this podcast is here, for people like us who are weary with young people, but also ready to make middle-aged mixtapes. I can't wait. I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys.
I'm sorry, I got to take it out. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes.
We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.